You can't get from a prison. And next man of your girl when you're missing. Stay far from war that a copper and lead.
People who are going to view subscriber family, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we come to talk about Vybz Kartel and shed light on his situation in incarceration. Did Vybz Kartel get a fair trial? I think everybody in life deserves a fair trial, a fair chance in life by large, you know what I mean? And I think that Vybz Kartel case is so, you know what I mean, it is so stupid and it is so tied up that you can see that the system trying to set up Vybz Kartel because they have no proof, evidence, no concrete evidence, and even the fact evidence they have, it is so tampered with. It's like you get a phone thrown into the water and change the phone and say that is the evidence when there is no use of the phone, you know what I mean? And is Vybz Kartel indestructible? Because this person seems like he's unbreakable, he's unbeatable, he's invincible, you know what I mean? And Vybz Kartel, I'm not like, is a tough figure, and dancehall hope to see Vybz Kartel free soon because the case, it is so messy. It's like, oh my gosh, yeah. But view subscriber family people, want to tell me what you think about this person, you know? Because Vybz Kartel is a father, he's a true person, he's a businessman, and Vybz Kartel do a lot for this country, you know what I mean? I have to give him that credit. Vybz Kartel did a lot for his Portman empire, for a lot of ghetto youths, and we like what Vybz Kartel do for the entertainment system. But don't get me wrong, if you do the crime, you should do the time, but they have no concrete evidence of Vybz Kartel doing any crime, you know what I mean? And anyone doing bad things that is not in the confine of the law and breaking the laws, they should be behind bars, you know what I mean? No old bars. And right now, Vybz Kartel should be a free man based on the evidence that they chump up with him and fix up this case. And I think if Vybz Kartel was in the next country, there would be no way or form or shape would Vybz Kartel be incarceration at this moment, you know what I mean? And Vybz Kartel is a man like this, you know, he's a person who educate the ghetto youths about every and little thing, so probably they've seen that and think Vybz Kartel are educating a lot of youths. Because you know in Jamaica, the system don't much provide quite as much as they could for a lot of youth, and Vybz Kartel educating them, and probably that would be one of the reasons why. But I think they have something personal against Vybz Kartel, a personal vendetta against Vybz Kartel, and I think it's a series of events, you know what I mean? Vybz Kartel break a lot of rules that they said that a lot of person did free to do, you know what I mean? That was taboo at the moment, and Vybz Kartel break a lot of boundaries and barriers, and he set a lot of histories. A lot of people don't like to get a youth rise and make quite a hefty sum in their life, you know what I mean? And Vybz Kartel is one of the person who come and break a lot of barriers, make a lot of money. I think persons see that and be totally red-eyed. They're high. You know, a person have three colors more time or two, white and black. Some person have brown eye, you know what I mean, in African race, you know what I mean? And right now, Vybz Kartel make all the persons who think that he wasn't going to make it eyes are red. So I think that's one of the reasons why that they think that they hate Vybz Kartel so much. Why could he hate this man so much? What did he do? What did Vybz Kartel do to a particular person? You have no evidence, you know what I mean? And for now, man don't have any evidence a person, you can't convict a person for that. That is total rubbish, you know what I mean? And right now, Vybz Kartel need to get a fair trial. And I think this case, I can see the Vybz Kartel case getting some good light and shadow, you know? And you know what I mean? And I hope this time that the review that they're doing on his case, the lawyers and everybody can look at the situation and say, you know, this man didn't get a fair trial, so they should do whatever they can do in their powers to make this man be a free man, because they have no evidence. And even if Vybz Kartel did the crime, how are you going to convict the man and you don't have the proper evidence in any way or form? You know what I mean? As I said, Vybz Kartel is a great person, but if a man do the crime, he should do the time, you know what I mean? And no old bars, and they have no evidence of Vybz Kartel of doing any crime, you know what I mean? And Vybz Kartel do a lot of things in the Vybz Kartel donate a lot of things. He's an entrepreneur, you know what I mean? He's an entrepreneur, he's a businessman. And if he's a businessman, you're helping out the country. And if you have no form of evidence of a person doing crime, why would you convict him? You know what I mean? And it shows sign that get to it when you start making money, be careful, watch over your shoulder, because you don't know who is preying you or who is of eye on you, you know what I mean? Because this system in Jamaica is so messed up, you know what I mean? You have to be watching yourself. And right now, we can read between the lines and know who and who try to do a little thing against Vybz Kartel. Because remember, Vybz Kartel, you know, is a very person who is a man of his word. If himself not do a thing for a particular amount of money, he's not going to do it. And I think that is one of the situations why they started to pre him from within the system, you know what I mean? Viewers, subscribe family, I want you to think deep in between the lines, you know what I mean? We don't have to talk out nobody's name, and The people them have sense, you know what I mean? Who don't know, people them want to leave it in the comment section, who don't think, you know what I mean? Or you can't read between the lines and comment on the think why Vybz Kartel should be free and when it will be free, you know what I mean? But I think Vybz Kartel will be free very, very soon, you know what I mean, in a very short coming of time, because Vybz Kartel is a man, he know what he's doing. Vybz Kartel is a very, very intelligent person for all those who think he's not, you know what I mean? Vybz Kartel is very intelligent, he's out of this world, you know what I mean? And Vybz Kartel is a man that is love his freedom, you know what I mean? Before he was incarceration, before he was convicted, he stated in an interview that he's confident for both his life and his freedom, you know what I mean? Because he was coming under the pressure from a particular persons, and from coming under pressure, you know what to come next, you know what I mean? And you have to read between the lines of people, because we're not going to call nobody name and make them, you see me I say? You know, because a lot of people are watching this review, and Vybz Kartel is a man who I respect. Vybz Kartel do a lot of things he get to use. Vybz Kartel a lot of things to uptone people. Vybz Kartel a lot of things to children. Vybz Kartel a lot of things for schools. And how could you lock away a man like that if you have no evidence, you know what I mean? But right now, Vybz Kartel opened the poor empire. A lot of get to use went into that. Get a family and can feed their family. They got a family, they have to feed their family. And Vybz Kartel about a lot of persons. So how could you say? But for Lizard though, if Lizard is past condolences to his family and his friends and as all his friends and relatives, you know what I mean? But if not, Jano, yo, Vybz Kartel youth, people are try mash up your life, my friend. Right now, Lizard, if you pass, RIP, you know what I mean, condolences to your family and everything, because it's a restoration. That's if you pass, because nobody know if Lizard dead or not. You see me I say? It's just merely speculation, and speculation don't work in any way or form in whatever you think they're doing, you know what I mean? That is like telling a person that, yo, Ray, and you know if you have facts, say, Ray can't be Ray. You see me I say? So people don't have to know what to do. You see me I say? Get to you to have to use it as a learning example from Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel is almost serving almost a decade behind bars for alleged crime that they say they did, and they have no concrete evidence, and the case is so messy and silly that they soon have to free Vybz Kartel, because now everybody's seen it clear that Vybz Kartel was a person who was in that kind of situation. Based on the location that the evidence provided, Vybz Kartel was, there is no linkage, you know what I mean? So get you to want you to wise up from Vybz Kartel situation, you know what I mean? Because when you start make money, look over your shoulders, ants come eat from you, dog come eat from you, a lot of persons are come round, bird come fly, I try to pick out your food out of your plate. I never know who would try to poison, you know what I mean? So right now, viewers from the people who have to be wise right now in their life. You see me I say right now, time and things change, and everybody want feed off of somebody, and if them not get to feed off of you, them probably try to hurt you or to poison or try to stop your food. You see me I say? But right now, dancehall is in a rough time, and Vybz Kartel need to come back to the road and do a lot of things. Yeah, Vybz Kartel has 7 children to feed, and he's behind bar, and if he wasn't, I think the children could be living more of a father life, you know what I mean? A lot of children missing that, and the system know that, but I don't know the reason why they would be trying to fight a life of Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel don't do nothing that they claim that he did, and even if he did, where's the evidence? You know what I mean? But it's just life, and you know what I mean? Hope to see Vybz Kartel free soon. Based on this evidence, it is too silly, it is too messy, it is too tampered with. So that is not a case to be reckoned with, you know what I mean? Because if it was in our next country, I can guarantee this. If they don't have enough concrete evidence, the Vybz Kartel will be a free man at this moment. You know what I mean? And Jano, Vybz Kartel youth, is a tough youth. He's an invincible youth. He's an untouchable youth. You is one of dancehall most talented, dancehall most businessman. And yo, Vybz Kartel, yo, I don't know still know you do it, you know, but you come like you have an alien brain. All when you behind bars, you come like say, yo, you're up on the road same, because you drop some hit songs same way, and Vybz Kartel have over 100 hit songs behind bars since his incarceration, and that for show you what type of person Vybz Kartel is. Vybz Kartel is no normal human, you know. And if you look good and see how Jano, Vybz Kartel do it, you have to wonder how him do it. Left me to wonder if, because the case Vybz Kartel is a ghetto youth, come from the ghetto, living big now, uptown, living against the politicians and do whatever you want that they don't want to see that, or the situation that Vybz Kartel do something in the past that no one know about, the system was watching over for him, or because he break a lot of boundaries and barriers that the system did want he to did, you know what I mean? And it's so paradoxical where the system is doing a lot of things against this youth, you know what I mean? right now, you would widen up your eye because, you see me, when people come at you, you need to know because even your best friend will hurt you and you never think of that.